Well, folks, one of Donald Trump's co-defendants, his former lawyer, Kenneth Chesbro, had filed a motion last week telling the court system that, hey, I would like a speedy trial. I don't want to drag this thing out. Let's just get this over with, right? So give me a speedy trial. And Fanny Willis, the Fulton County district attorney in charge of the trial, said, all right, tough guy. How about October 23rd? Is that soon enough for you, right? 2 months down the road? You ready for that? How speedy is that? And then the judge overseeing the case said, you know what? Do it. The judge granted the motion for Kenneth Chesbro's trial to start on October 23rd. Be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Now, while all of this was taking place, and Chesbro kind of bit off a little more than he could chew, Fani Willis called his bluff and won, Donald Trump's lawyers looked at this and said, oh, hell no. They started to panic. Trump panicked. They said, oh my God, October 23rd of this year, no way. So they immediately file a motion in court begging the judge, like, can you please not do this? Like, no, we do not want a speedy trial. We want to drag this thing out as long as possible. And so the judge did decide, of course, that, all right, Mr. Ches Bro, you're going to come into my court. We're going to start your trial October 23rd. They set the other dates, September 20th. The two sides have to finish sharing all their evidence and information. But it's only going to be Ches Bro. They are not going to bring in the other 18 co-defendants, which includes Donald Trump. So Donald Trump doesn't have to worry about his trial just yet. But every single one of those co-defendants, including Trump himself, are going to be watching this trial from start to finish. Every single detail is going to be scrutinized. And here's why. Chesbro, of course, is being prosecuted. One of the charges against him is the overarching RICO charge. Same with everybody else. If they pop him on that RICO charge, that is doom for everybody else. Because that's the point of RICO, right? You get one, you get all of them. So if he is found guilty of that RICO charge, suddenly everybody else, like the scales of justice just tipped and not in your favor after the one conviction that will happen this year. Or the conviction won't happen, right? It depends on what the jury says. But having this first trial go forward in just, actually at this point, less than 2 months from now, yeah, that's going to set the tone. That's going to set the stage. If Chesbro is convicted, if he's convicted of everything, everybody else is screwed. I mean, most likely. Obviously, we can't determine the outcome of the trial before it happens. But every other jury, every other case that comes after that, they're going to look at the initial prosecutions. They're going to look at the initial conviction. And they're going to say, yes, if he did it under RICO, then they all did it under RICO. So that is why Donald Trump is panicking. It's not just that he didn't want to go to trial on October 23rd. He didn't want anybody to go to trial this early. But let me tell you another important thing about this. If there is a conviction of Chesbro on any of the charges, we're going to see some of those 18 other co-defendants immediately start trying to flip. Because they're going to know that the writing is on the wall. They can't fight these charges. If Chesbro can't do it, we can't do it. So everything hinges on what is going to happen in this trial that starts on October 23rd. Chesbro wanted it. He got it. Trump's panicked. I'm sure the other co-defendants are also panicked. Because whatever happens in that trial is going to be a pretty good indicator on what's going to happen in all of the other trials. Hey everyone. This is Aspen, and did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.